everyone, today we are going to make a REST API with Node.js, MongoDB and Mongoose. So first of all, we need to install some modules. So we need to run this command before install save dev, and we need to add .environment. It's going to help us in production later, and it's going to deal with the deployment of the application. And we need to add another package, not download. So we run this command, and because I ran it 20 times, so we were going to find those two modules added inside the dev dependency inside the package JSON file of our project. So we could run the NoDaemon module. We need to add something. Dev start, it's a kind of script, and NoDaemon relative to the server. It's going to execute the server, and for every changes we make, it's going to rerun the server itself. We don't need to run it by manually means. So after that, we just execute this command and not node server. So let's start by creating the server. This empty file server, and for our REST API, we need routers. For every field or blocks of code, we need routers. So we need create a routes file. Inside the routes file, we need router. For our application, we are going to create for students file and subscription. So we need student router. Create file. So inside the file routes, we have students routes, and we need another directory, models, because we are going to work with MongoDB database. It's no SQL database, so we are working with an API of MVC architect and architecture. So we need models. So model, the directory is model, and we need student model for our models. It's a JavaScript file. So okay, here we have all files we need for this part. So let's start coding. The most important thing in building an API is not coding, but we need to understand how it works. That's it. And right, function, and I'm going to add chalk. It's require chalk. So before we move, we need to install Mongoose. It's a servlet. We are going to use that in order to connect the model and directory to the database. And for that, we need to use the API postman. So it's going to help us connect on the database and test an URL. It's an interface for user. So waiting to install Mongoose. Let's prepare something else while waiting. We need to create a file, environment. This file is going to contain variable because after we deploy our application, we are not going every time to use the local host or local URL. So we put all our variable inside one file environment. So after that, we can deploy it easily and move server and remove the address of the server easily. So here we have MongoDB local host. By default, the port is 27017 of the MongoDB's database, and we have the name of our database. Let's choose student database. That's it. We save and we move to the git ignore. We omit it. We save because after that after the deployment it's going to ignore the node module. So let's start by our server. Here the Mongoose is installed, so let's create Mongoose function. Mongoose. And so we say Mongoose connect. We have process environment dot URL database URL, and it's not going to work. So for working correctly, request. So we need every time to log our function. So is connected, and we need to add right to make difference between the Mongoose log and server log, and so it's going to work correctly. We need to add this line. So require the dot environment configuration. That's it. So, and then let's move to our server. So app listen, which holds by default our port and our function. Request and response. So log server is running. Okay. Here to the rows or 27017 or 27018. Both of them works correctly. So let's add functions. So to test the server, and let's submit those. Okay. Here we don't need those parameters, so can work with that. And request and response. Okay, we can add